Hey, what's going on, people? It's SGZ here from the SpartanGameZone, and in this video I'll be going over another 5 legendary weapons that you should get now in preparation for the Guardian Takedown and the incoming Mayhem 2.0 fine-tuning set to land in less than a week on June 4th. These 5 guns, although not as great now, were in the past, and once that balance patch hits, they'll be back on top, and I'll be telling you what they do and where you can go to get one so you can have them ready for when they finally become great again. And do let me know what legendary weapons you're looking forward to using again once that update arrives. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you could drop a like. It helps keep me motivated to upload videos, and let's crack into it. First up, the Clairvoyance, a Jacob's assault rifle exclusive to DLC 2 that can only be dropped by Critchy. You fight in this area of Curse Haven. The Clairvoyance is the pinnacle of Jacob's mastery, always coming in cryo and dealing high damage at a decent fire rate with a quick reload time. It rewards you for hitting crits more than any other Jacob's weapon. When you land one, the projectile will stick to your opponent before exploding after a few short seconds, and when you land multiple, they'll explode at the same time, dealing a boatload of damage. Not only that, but the exploding projectiles will also ricochet bullets to nearby enemies, upping the damage even further. You can also up its damage by keeping an eye out for a couple of variants. The Gatling variant will transform it into a fully automatic weapon rather than the more common semi-auto ones, and a Masher variant will raise the pallet level to 4, increasing its damage yet again. These are 2 variants I'd look out for, but any variant performs well even now on Mayhem 10. Moving on now to the HELLSHOCK, a melee 1 gun which has an increased chance to drop from Gigamind. You fight here in the Meridian Metroplex. It always comes in fire and shock, and you can change between them. Bullets also change elements themselves when they hit a surface, and will ricochet in the alternative element. It fires rapidly, allowing it to quickly tear through flesh opponents, but it does have quite substantial recoil, and you will notice yourself running out of ammo with it quicker than you do with most guns. The damage it deals is easily enough to counter that, and although you'll be spending more ammo in a shorter amount of time, you'll also be killing more enemies in that time as well. Its magazine size and quick reload time also aid it in killing enemies with speed, and there's very little gap when you're not dealing damage. The biggest gap is through its charge time, which does put a small hold on things, but it's worth it for the damage that follows. Even with the introduction of new weapons through Mayhem 2.0, it is still up there as one of the best guns in the game, and top of the pistol tier. That puts it in a good space for when the balance patch hits, and I'd expect it to stay around where it is damage wise, which will bode well for when the enemy's health gets reduced. Now to the Nighthawk, a dual SMG that has an increased chance to drop from Demo Skagen you can find in this area of the map in the droughts. The Nighthawk is a powerful multiple projectile SMG that will come with 2 firing modes, the ideal being burst fire and fully automatic, with burst fire often firing faster than the latter due to the lack of delay between bursts. It has a quick reload time with good handling and is always great value for ammo. It's unique in the way that it always comes in cryo but doesn't always deal cryo damage. That's because at night it transforms, dealing incendiary damage. During the day it's tame with cryo damage, but at night it becomes unleashed. Nothing really changes except for the element. I mean, you still see ice clouds when you land shots, but those clouds are hot and easily melt through flesh targets. There's no doubt that at night it's at its best, but you are limited by the day-night cycles, which some areas don't even have. Nevertheless, during the daytime it is still a great gun and holds its own very well. It's a great choice in any cryo zone build, and if you're looking for something to freeze people or burn through them, Nighthawk is always a great choice. Another gun you'll want to get in preparation for the June 4th update is the Maggie, which has an increased chance to drop from Tremendous Rex, the final boss of the Cistern of Slaughter. The Maggie is a shotgun and a pistol combined, similar to the purple Mashers but with a larger mag size and 1 extra pellet. It is a powerful pistol that deals high damage, and it has a nice 9 rounds in the magazine with a short reload time. Because it's a Jacobs weapon, it also has the typical Jacobs bonuses of high critical hit damage and ricocheting bullets. It works well at proc and kill skills if you're flak with the Bounty Hunter class mod, and that's the same for Zane and his Seeing Dead class mod. The best prefix is Dastardly for the increased critical hit damage, and you'll find it working great right out of the bag on whoever you play as. Like the HELLSHOCK, it's a great pistol, and because the pistol meta hasn't changed since the Mayhem 2.0 introduction, it's safe to say that the Maggie will be back to its usual self in just a few days' time. The last gun that you'll want to be getting soon is the Sickle, an assault rifle which should really be a shotgun, and has an increased chance to drop from the Warden, who you can find hanging out right about here in the anvil. I say the Sickle should be a shotgun because it looks like a shotgun, acts like a shotgun, and it sounds like a shotgun. But it's not. It's an assault rifle and takes ammo from the assault rifle ammo pool, which is 8 times higher than you get for shotguns and is already a great start for it. The Sickle consumes 2 ammo per shot and is fully automatic at a decent fire rate. However, it does have heavy recoil, it's not particularly accurate, and its reload time is on the slower side. That all said, it is still a good weapon, not as great now of course, especially when you're up against the OPQ system and the Monarch, but it still holds up well even on Mayhem 10. If you're after the best variant, you'll definitely want a Boom Sickle. The Boom Sickle changes it up and fires exploding pellets that deal splash damage. It's pretty much like having 2 sickles morphed into one for the damage it deals, and there's no question that's the best version, but it is difficult to get, and a normal sickle like the one you see here is fine, but the Boom Sickle, there's no doubt that's the best. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned of 5 guns that are soon to be back on top yet again. If you did, consider dropping a like or subscribing, and I'll catch you in the next one.